Bane and his cohorts have turned Gotham City inside out, and Batman is nowhere to be found. Who will save the day now? Well, let's hop into the pages of Batman issue number 77 and find out for ourselves, shall we? Alrighty then, so making good on his threat from the previous issue, Damian decides to try and sneak back into Gotham City, even though literally everyone was telling him not to do so because it was a bad idea. Gotham Girl is there to stop him, and even though in the previous issue they made a huge deal about the fact that Gotham Girl was told by Bane to not kill any of the superheroes, Gotham Girl instantly threatens to murder Damian. It's not even like Damian might think she's bluffing either, because they made a huge deal about Captain Atom getting beaten up but ultimately surviving in the previous issue. Again, I really ask, is it like Tom King forgets what he writes in between issues? Damian, though, has come prepared for a Superman-level threat. He's come packing some magic muscle, the Wand of Clarion. Okay, several things here. One, Clarion never used a wand, like, once. Fact is, you probably could have put anyone else's name in front of this and it would have made more sense. The Wand of Zatanna, the Wand of Fate. Second issue, Damian manages to bind Gotham Girl magically by speaking a spell backwards. Again, Clarion is a Lord of Chaos, and that's not how their magic works. And that's not like a minor, easy enough mistake to make kind of nitpick either, because if you've been reading Justice League Dark, they just reiterated this stuff not too long ago. And you also might be wondering, where exactly is Batman in this Batman story? Well, as we join him and Catwoman, he's finally come to in France. He wants to go back and fight for Gotham, but Catwoman tries to talk him out of it, saying that he's beaten, he's broken, and if he goes back, he will certainly die because Bane will certainly kill him. But wouldn't you just know it, Batman wants to die. He's still looking for that good death because, as Tom King has been reminding us since Arc 2 of this run, Batman is suicidal, and Batman is how Bruce Wayne chooses to die. How deeply depressing, wouldn't it be nice if the woman he loves, the woman he wants to marry, maybe wants to talk to him about those feelings? No, we're not gonna do that? Okay. Now, with supposedly no crime left in Gotham City, the brain-controlled villains have decided, hey, you know what, we still got big murder boners on, better go kill people for misdemeanors now like leash laws. Damian steps on in to stop Officer Zsasz and Officer Scarecrow. And right around here it hits me, geez, Damian, if you were any sort of detective, you would maybe understand that these guys were being manipulated by the Psycho Pirate, maybe, find the Psycho Pirate and break his control. But no, the idea never even comes up once for him. Now, it's only a matter of time before Damian Wayne Robin ends up coming face to face with Thomas Wayne the Flashpoint Batman, and you know what? I was really excited for this. This has all the makings of a truly great comic book moment. Unfortunately, it all gets deflated almost instantly. You see, Damian knows exactly who Flashpoint Batman is. We don't need to have a slow reveal or an introduction. Damian already knows him because he read about him on the Justice League's computers. In fact, he read a bunch of stuff that the Justice League would have no way of knowing, like how his wife turned into the Joker on their world, or that the Flashpoint universe got destroyed. I thought Batman and Flash were keeping that all really secret and hush-hush. In fact, it gets even weirder because Damian straight up blames Thomas Wayne for destroying his own Flashpoint universe, even though we know that's not the case. Yeah, he could be trying to annoy him and get his goat, but what a weird thing to accuse him of. Flashpoint Batman beats Damian quite easily, I should add, which is a real shame because I was really looking forward to the fight. Maybe Thomas got the upper hand by, fighting dirty. Or he wins by throwing Damian off his game by saying something that only Bruce's father would know. But no, we don't get any of that. He just beats him in a straight up fight. Now, it's right around here that things really start getting crazy. You see, Bane starts talking about wanting to kill Damian, even though up until now he said that he's not going to kill any of the heroes who enter Gotham. Also, even though he just kicked his ass 5 minutes ago, Thomas Wayne actually tries to spare Damian because, he's his grandson and everything. It's also implied that the whole taking Alfred hostage thing to make sure no other superhero would enter Gotham City was also Thomas's idea. But now that more and more heroes are actually getting into Gotham, Bane figures he needs to send a message, and he chooses to do that by, and this is a big spoiler now, so if you don't want this spoiled, back out now, because we really need to talk about this, but I don't want to be blamed for spoiling anything. Okay, so Bane breaks Alfred's neck and kills him.
It's just... Why would you...
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
I'm fine. I'm gonna be fine. Everything is fine. I'm fine. I swear.
As the comic ends, Batman and Catwoman suit up once again with plans to return to Gotham and get their much-deserved revenge on Bane. And so that was Batman issue number 77, everybody, and for once I'm actually recording this video on a Tuesday night, which means that I'm probably ahead of the nerd firestorm that's no doubt going to be taking place on Twitter come Wednesday morning. I think this many issues in, it's no secret that I am not exactly a fan of Tom King's Batman run, but you know, I never want people to think that I'm overly simplistic or superficial with my critiques. I feel way too many comic book critics get hung up on that kind of thing, you know, what I wanted didn't happen, the wedding didn't go the way I wanted. I don't want to be that kind of person because I think there is so much other non-superficial stuff to concentrate on as to why this story is really not very good. It doesn't make any sense. It's constantly contradicting itself. Everything feels like it's been done a million times, and yet the book is so pleased with itself thinking it did it for the first time. Even the big character death in this issue actually has happened in canon before, back in the 60s when they were afraid Detective Comics was going to be canceled, and they needed a big shock to help shake things up. They undid it 2 years later, and I get a strong, sneaking suspicion that history will no doubt be repeating itself and soon. The biggest problem with this death, too, is that the character in question really had no skin in the game. None of this was about him. And that this is all just gonna give Batman another reason to mope and be down in the dumps and be suicidal. And, you know, that is if it even sticks and isn't just undone by the end of this or by another writer, which could always happen. You know the score by now, 4 out of 10, at least the art is nice.
Hey there everyone, Cape Joel again, and I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. As always, if you liked what you see, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. It really helps drive engagement and helps me out too. Also, if you are a patron, which you can become for as little as $1 a month, you will get exclusive content that no one else can ever see, and you'll get to see the Comic Multiverse podcast before anyone else too. You can check out all this and more down in the description. And until next time everyone, this has been Cape Joel, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers.